There are places on this earth where the cold does more than freeze your flesh. It freezes your soul. In the deep, unforgiving wilderness of the north, among the endless snow and ancient pines, lurks a hunger that can never be satisfied. Tonight, we descend into the chilling lore of the Wendigo. A creature born of isolation, winter, and the ultimate taboo. If you hear a voice calling your name from the blizzard, do not answer. Welcome to ShadowLore. Long before modern maps were drawn, indigenous tribes of the northern forests spoke in whispers of a terrible transformation. They knew that winter was a time of survival, but sometimes survival demanded a price too high to pay. When hunters were trapped by blizzards, starving in the freezing dark, desperation could twist a human mind. Those who crossed the line, those who tasted forbidden flesh, invited a dark spirit into their bodies. They ceased to be human. What does the Wendigo look like? Those who claim to have survived an encounter describe something hauntingly unnatural. It is impossibly tall, emaciated, with skin pulled tight over visible, protruding bones, like a walking skeleton. Its complexion has the gray, ash-like tone of death, and its eyes glow with a sickly, sunken yellow light. It smells of decay, old frost, and burning wood, the scent of a dead forest. The most terrifying aspect of the Wendigo is not its appearance, but its curse. It is the embodiment of gluttony. No matter how much it consumes, its body never fills. The more it eats, the larger and more skeletal it grows, stretching outward like a shadow in the moonlight. Its stomach is a bottomless pit of ice. It wanders through the snowstorms, forever searching, forever starving, with a mouth that splits open in a jagged, blood-stained grin. How does it hunt? The Wendigo is a master of psychological torment. It rarely attacks immediately. Instead, it stalks its prey through the howling winds of a blizzard. You might hear footsteps crunching on the snow behind you, but when you turn around, there is nothing. You might hear the faint sound of someone weeping, or a familiar voice calling out for help from the darkness of the trees. It uses your own fears and memories to lure you away from the warmth of the fire. Legends say the creature can mimic the voices of the lost. If you are walking alone in the winter woods and hear your mother, your brother, or a lost friend calling you deeper into the trees, beware. The moment you step off the path and answer the call, the trap is sprung. The Wendigo does not just kill its victims, it drives them completely insane with paranoia before the final strike. Surprisingly, the terror of the Wendigo is not just a myth confined to campfire stories. In psychology and psychiatry, there is a recognized phenomenon known as Wendigo psychosis. Historically, individuals living in isolated northern communities would sometimes experience an overwhelming, delusional fear of turning into a cannibalistic monster, believing they were possessed by the spirit of the ice. It is a rare, dark reminder of how isolation and cold can break the human psyche. Can a Wendigo be stopped? According to the old tales, conventional weapons like bullets or steel are useless against it. Its body is as hard as ice. The only way to destroy a Wendigo is through fire. The ice within its chest must be melted, and the frozen heart reduced to ash, then buried deep beneath the earth, so it can never rise again. But to do that, you first have to survive long enough to fight back, something very few have managed to do. So the next time you find yourself far from civilization, when the temperature drops to bone-chilling lows and the wind begins to shriek like a dying soul, remember the stories. Look closely at the tree line. If the shadows seem to shift, or if the howling sounds just a little too much like a human voice, do not look closer. Lock your doors, keep your fires burning, and pray the hunger passes you by. The wilderness holds secrets we were never meant to uncover. But we will keep unearthing them, no matter how dark they get. Thank you for journeying into the cold with us today. If you survived this story, hit that subscribe button and join our fellowship of the unknown. Until next time, keep your fires burning bright. This is ShadowLore.